everyone. This is Sarabjit again. You may be watching this in the Business Analyst and Scrum Master in Demand YouTube channel or Facebook group. I'm doing a series of videos to help you guys if you're starting a new job as a business analyst, Scrum Master, or product owner, a series of videos that will help you do well and integrate with your new team effectively. So again, these videos could be used for a number of other roles besides the ones that I mentioned, but these are just general things that you should be doing when you're new at an organization, okay? So again, these tips are for your week. There's other videos that you should be seeing that come before this one. This one is for tip number 12 or 13, I forget the number, but this is usually towards the end of week 2. This is what you should be doing. So remember in week 1, I told you to circle the names of people who are the most vocal in your meetings. And these people generally will be your key stakeholders or key people that are very active and care about the project. So in week 1, I told you to write down all the meetings that you're attending and circle the names of people that are the most vocal in that meeting. By the end of week 2, going on to week 3, you should start to schedule meetings with these folks, or if you're in a collaborative environment, if you're using Microsoft Teams or any software that lets you, chat with team members, you should either be sending them a chat request or a message Skype, or scheduling meetings with them, and to just get to know them a little bit better, right? At this point, you should things, because you're hearing things in meetings and you're reading documentation, some of the things should start to make sense, right? You may have light bulbs that are going off. You may have questions, maybe things that they talked about in meetings that don't make sense of, completely. And these are the things that you can talk to them when you start to reach out to them for meeting times, right? So generally what I like to do is for folks that are extremely active on my projects, I like to send them a message or email to say, hey, so-and-so, I'm new on such and such project. I'd love to pick your brain and understand your role on the project, as well as how I can support you better. And what that does is it opens up the door for you to start that communication with your key stakeholders and opens up the door for you to establish a relationship, okay? The goal here is really not to talk about the project. Of course, you will talk about the project, but the key and the objective here is for you to establish a really good relationship with key stakeholders that you'll be working with one-on-one, okay? So at the end of week 2, week 3, you should start to reach out to your key stakeholders one-on-one to get to know them a little bit better, understand what their role on the project is, understand why and how this project impacts them the most, and also get to know them as a person, right? Generally, we're working with people all day, every day, right? 8-9 hours on average as a business analyst or a Scrum Master. Your job will become a lot easier if you establish really good working relationships with these people. So that's the tip here, is to get to know who your key stakeholders are on the project and also reach out to them for those one-on-one sessions and establish those relationships. I can't stress this enough. You'll be super successful in these roles if you spend the time and energy in establishing those relationships, because generally with 15 or 16 years of experience, generally when you reach out to people for help, they're more than willing to help you. And you can only do that once you establish those relationships, right? It becomes super awkward to go to somebody for help you don't know or haven't talked to before. But if you spend the time to establish these relationships, it becomes super easy for you to go to anybody and say, hey, that didn't make sense to me, or help me understand why this matters to you, right? It just becomes easier for you to do your job and to, be a good team member. So that's my tip. For this video, I'll be sharing a few more tips with you guys to make sure that you guys not only are getting your feet wet in a new role, but you're also able to succeed, because these are the things that you need to do to leave an impact and get better at your role day by day. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. I'll see you later. Bye.